It's 2005. I'm sitting on a bench in an airport. I can see my mom, my dad, my little brother in line to pick up our rental car. We're in sunny California, about to go to Disneyland. A few minutes pass, and something crazy starts happening. I start breaking down. I find it hard to breathe, and my heart starts to race as the fear of being alone kicks in full throttle. Of course, I don't know that this occurrence has a name and a diagnosis. All I know is that there's nothing wrong with me, and it must all be in my head. I was 12 when I had my first memorable anxiety attack. Years went by, and I continued to struggle with these episodes, as I called them. I kept them a secret from everyone around me because all I could think about was how I was overreacting and needed to calm down. These are words that roll off the tongue and pretend to make you feel better, but really they just make you lose your mind. Through mental and physical abuse, self-harm, lots of sadness, and living my life for other people and their approval, I started slowly morphing into a shell of a human. I didn't know who I was, what love was, or what purpose I served. I faked it while continually sweeping everything under the rug that stood thousands of feet on top of my problems and pain. It's June of 2013. I'm in an airport in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Chaos is all around me. I've never left the country before. I'm with a group of people and I only know one. There's music playing to welcome us to this new place. I have a ticket that will allow me to re-enter the US, and I'm convinced that I've misplaced it. My luggage is lost. Let's just say I'm a little bit freaked out. Along comes a girl that I'm on the trip with. She too has lost her ticket and her luggage, so it's an instant bonding moment for us. Little did I know that this girl would turn in to be the best friend that I've ever had. Faith allowed me to be myself and love me anyways. I never felt like I had to fake it or be someone that I'm not. There were no expectations, just love. Her friendship has saved me in many ways and has helped me move forward in my journey. It's June of 2016. For a few years, my job, the majority of my friends, and free time have all been in the same category. I lost that job, and my life has been flipped upside down. It's not fun to have all your eggs in one basket and then watch that basket come crashing down, smashing all of your eggs to bits. I've heard of this thing called depression. Obviously, I'm not depressed. I just need to suck it up and move on. But somehow, I just can't grin and bear it any longer. I make an appointment with a family doctor, and after 20 games of 20 questions with the nurse, the doctor comes back to say that I am, in fact, clinically depressed. He starts me on a low dosage of antidepressant medication, and I take it for a few months, never feeling any different. I begin to hate myself, and every day I struggle to smile. I'm lost, and I don't know how to become found. It's October of 2016. The last few months have been terrifyingly rough. After 2 sexual assaults, an alcohol addiction, and loads of self-hatred, I decided to move away from all my problems. Now, Kansas City's pretty great, but mental illness has a GPS, and it's gonna find you no matter how far you run or how fast you go. It's December of 2016. I live alone. I don't eat. I don't sleep. I barely leave my apartment. It's the middle of a very cold Kansas City winter, but I don't turn my heat on. I feel like a vegetable, but I push on. Eventually, this will all catch up to me, but I can handle it for now. It's January of 2017. I'm standing at my 4th job since moving to Kansas City 2.5 months ago. I've had an emotional morning, and I've admitted to myself that I may have a problem or two. The weight of being strong for everyone around me and that pile of hurt under the rug start crashing onto me. I find it hard to breathe. My heart begins to race as the fear of being broken kicks in, full throttle. I can feel my mind slipping away, and I know I'm about to lose control. A few hours later, I'm sitting in a psych ward. I've been stripped of all my belongings, and I begin my week as a prisoner in the hospital. A session with a psychiatrist a day, a journal to act as an outlet for my emotions, classes to help me recover, and the most intense feeling of loneliness I've ever felt. Those are just a few of the memories I left the hospital with. Well, that and my newly named friends, major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and all of the medication that come along with their great friendship. It's April of 2017, and I get out of bed and leave the house for the first time since moving home. I have an interview, and it's time to get out of bed and do something besides laying around being immobilized by what my life has become. I'm an emotional mess, but somehow I get hired. I get out of bed for work every day, and while I struggle to be on time, I finally feel like I can start to like and accept myself. It's January of 2018. It's been quite the year. I've made friends, got a promotion at work, bought books and journals, gone through many medication changes, started yoga, attended therapy sessions, and started to really take this seriously. Though all of those things are wonderful, I find myself I feel like I'm still at step one. It's May of 2018. I'm standing in a room of people. Some I know and some I've never met before. Some who find that this hits too close to home, and some who are confused. Some who've never heard about mental illness and some who struggle silently. A room full of eyes and ears attached to people who are worth more than I could ever explain. Each one of them has a purpose. They are loved, they are imperfectly perfect, and they have hope for a future filled with joy and strength. I am one of those people, and so are each of you. I strive to be better for myself every day, and my family and the family that I'll have someday of my own, I strive to be better for them as well. For the people who need a little encouragement, and all of the people that I know I will impact and will work to fight for. I realize that my life is going to be difficult, but if it were easy, then I wouldn't have any great stories to tell. Jesus is my rock, and when my body tries to control me, my heart and my soul belong to him. I'm never alone, and neither are any of you. It's May of 2019. It's been a solid year for me. I've grown in more ways than I can imagine. My diagnosis is a part of who I am, yet it doesn't define me. I can go out alone and be in groups of people and know that I'm okay. I continue to work to better myself and the world around me. I have less friends, but more true relationships. I walk by a mirror and I don't always hate what I see. I think about the next few years and I don't always think I'm going to end up alone. Small progress is still progress. I have hope for my future and joy here in the present. It's 2025. I'm making dinner for my husband and our children. We all gather around the table, and as I sit and watch my family laugh, I'm brought to tears. My life isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. My family isn't perfect. But mental illness has no power over me. Sorry, it's just going to be a minute. I put the kids to bed, and as I drift off to sleep, I begin to dream. I see a glimpse of the defeated and broken girl I once was. I take her hand and I walk with her, knowing that pain may come in the night, but joy always comes in the morning. My name is Mariuh Snider. I love hot tea, books, tattoos, Jesus, making jokes, and giving hugs. My name is Mariuh Snider, and I'm not defined by my mental illness. Thank you.